right, give me one
All right,
second.
we're
Give me 1
live.
second. Give me 1 second.
Let me know when volume's live.
Reminds me of our podcast.
Yes. It falls apart as it goes along.
Oh, it's okay.
Are we good?
No, Gav, we're not. Why are we not on over there? It says connect to your streaming software. Versions your overlay message you're setting up.
I didn't press setup show, so maybe you clicked maybe you set up another one.
J-Dub, could you imagine if this was us right now?
I mean, isn't it every fucking time? I'm like, Skinny, your microphone's
I can see it, man.
I got it.
Okay.
I can
probably
see it,
live
man.
like ever. But interesting, and I thought it was a nice way for them to be able to bridge anger and the fun and forward in your faceness of that.
The re-entry, the comeback, the reeling it back in. He's sort of that.
I like the choice, and I guess it's not that weird of a choice then to do all things to consider, but it's such, that is the epitome of fish tone it sound to me, right? It's kind of playful, it has...
Right, that's it.
That's what you call falling apart.
Kevin, you sounded like the dude right then, right before he went on. That's why I was laughing at that. I can see it, man. It's right there.
How are you guys?
Oh,
So
fantastic. This was very interesting. You know, I had tickets to this show, and I didn't go because I was like, I didn't want to sit in a car with 6 hours or whatever with this certain person.
6?
So
Where?
or however many.
What are you taking, 301?
It's like 3.5.
30, you know, I had family down there. That's where my grandmother's family came into America, was in Newport News. So we used to take 301 before there was any other way to get down there. Love the area, beautiful area. It was neat.
You missed a good weekend.
Right. It was neat to revisit this because I had forgotten. I guess this was the first Slow Llama, right?
No. But it was in rotation, I think, from that.
This was the third.
It was
okay.
I have some stats.
Of course.
I mean, are we jumping right in? Like,
No. I wanted to throw it out to you. Just overall thoughts about it, and if one of you two can give us some context about maybe where they were in 2018, where this falls in the overall arc of the year, so to speak.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll start, J-Dub. I mean, we did a bunch of shows. I mean, I went out to LA that summer for the first time. That was fun, and did those 2 forum shows. I can't even remember what else I did. I think, did they play Merriweather? I know that.
Yes.
Yeah, we did a bunch. I'm sure we did a bunch of that tour. But you know, this weekend I'd been down there with JW in 2013. Those were my first times ever at Hampton. I missed the Warlocks, which I get shit for the rest of my life. But I was actually working fucking Fells Point Festival, so there was no fucking way I could get out of that.
I went the first night to Hampton and came back to sit in a gas station box.
Yeah. I mean, I was like bartending in the back bar, and it's, you know, I mean, it was I actually got fired from this job because that night working, I called 1-900-DEAD to get the set list, and the guy caught me and fired me over it. I still have that. Look, that's the card. 1-900-DEAD, Run Dead. Yeah.
Run Dead, right? So where were we in 2018 with PHiSH? If you look at 3.0, is it a top year?
Yeah. So yeah, let me jump in here, if I may.
You may.
2018, I think, in the 3.0 era is, I mean, there were some good shows, but I don't think it was a 2015, right? I don't think it was like, I really liked like 2016. I thought was a really strong year. This was the Casvat Vox Halloween in Vegas. PHiSH played 39 total shows this year, so it wasn't a huge number, right? Still under, you know, their 50 that they play. And the summer tour was kind of weird. Skinny mentioned it. They started in Tahoe. Then they actually were at the Gorge. We were there. We went to one night of the Gorge, the middle night. We had our kids with us. Had rented a 30-foot RV that I had never driven before. And so we flew into Seattle. We picked up the RV the next morning and then literally like left the parking lot of the RV rental place and drove to the Gorge with our 2 kids and went to the show. That's a whole other story. Show was awesome. Gorge is great. And then we had ended up listening to a lot of the West Coast tour because we were doing this 2-week RV trip with the kids. So we were hearing a lot of the shows like in live time on the West Coast. After the kids went to bed, we would, hang out by the campsite and listen to the shows. So they were good. There were definitely some moments, but I don't necessarily think people are going to be like pulling out 2018 shows to exemplify, anything specific. Now that doesn't mean that they weren't playing well. And
did they have a hangover from Baker's Dozen?
I mean, that's like,
no, I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, we crisscrossed out there. Josh was out in California at the same time, but we didn't meet up or anything like that. And then we did
Merriweather and Camden. Like they were good shows. Like they were not like, I'm not poo-pooing anything, but like, and then I think that fall run was really nice. Like these were 3 really nice shows. And we'll get into the set a little bit and there's some cool stuff in there. I didn't necessarily think that this was the greatest Hampton run that I've been to, or that they've played, but it was solid. And, you got a PHiSH show. And
I wonder where we ranked this show, Jay.
I think this whole year, going back and listening to it now, you kind of, I don't know, having some distance from it. I don't think it was anything too special at the time. I mean, Casbot was pretty unique because of also what spun it, right? Because of everything the drama that led to that happening was pretty phenomenal. And then, so you had that, and then, I don't know, this was the Mercury New Year's, right? The year that they did the Mercury New Year's.
I think that
was the first one I ever went to. This was my first New Year's, and I thought that show was a lot of fun. And like I think that was the last time they did the balloon drop too, really, which was very cool. And I was so glad I got to see that. But I feel like going back and listening to this, and then because I was kind of diving through after, I was like, what else was in 18? Because I was kind of shocked at how, I don't know, the show was really good. Like we'll get into the set list here. I thought the set list, especially in the first set, was really well constructed. Like it was really well laid out. It was all kind of like fire. Like when Bug is your slowest song, I'll take that, or a Tela in there, which is spectacular. So like,
I think it does have a tale of 2 sets a little bit this show. But not to cut you off, but to your point, I think that's a good characterization of 2018. I think in the moment there were some great shows. Like I got my 20 years later, they played on 8/8 2018, and so that was my 20 years later show. Megan got a birthday show the night before. Like there were some fun things. The music was good, but for me, like looking back now with maybe a little bit of that the distance between I kind of have that same feeling like 2018 was good, but it wasn't maybe anything special in some years that had kind of preceded it that were, I think, at least for my money, pretty special.
Pretty good. And I will say Jason over on volumes at 1229 and 1230 of 2018 were both next level, which I remember those because that was, like I said, the New Year's that I went. Those were exceptional shows. So, I mean, there were, but he does say the Albany shows were let down coming off Curveball. But yeah, I think going back and listening to, I don't know, we can get into it and start talking about it, but I was like pleasantly surprised.
Wait, and this was the Curveball year, right? 2018?
Yeah, that's because that's what led to Casvot. Like that was what gave us Casvot. So yeah.
And we just, I think it's funny. On our last season, I pulled the stub on the first night of Merriweather, and it was horrible. Like it was one of those shows.
It's a rough first set.
Yeah, just the first set, really. But I was like,
well,
what am I doing?
Did the night before set a very high bar for this show?
I mean,
I don't.
I gotta honestly.
I mean,
tell you,
I don't necessarily.
I flipped a coin for this show because I was like, Josh said, I think I'm going to do a Hampton show because I just gotten back, and they were strong shows too, but they were nothing like 2013. And then I was like, oh, let me look at 2018, and I basically like flipped a coin off for Saturday night, and you know, I hadn't listened to it in a while, probably not since maybe like right after the shows or whatever. And I was like pleasantly surprised because you would think it was going to be much more of a heater, but it was pretty good. Like, again, like Josh and T just said, it was really solid, and there's a lot of good things in here. But I was
a little worried at the beginning because I'm not a big Slow Llama fan. Like, I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Man.
I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. Like, I like it fast.
I love it.
I like it.
I love them both. I think there's space for both.
No, you can't love them both.
Ah,
There's no. You're one or the other.
I can absolutely do that.
All right, well,
I like the Slow Llama. Interestingly, so Slow Llama, I mean, if we're going to jump, let me just make one point about the other 2 nights of this run real quick, because I think when you look at all of these shows on paper, I have a little bit of a problem with the way the second set was ordered, but not necessarily any of the songs that they played. The other 2 nights, I feel like, again, super good on paper, but there wasn't necessarily... well, I guess the Carini Sand Golden Age the night before was pretty solid.
I guess
and epic. Yeah. But then, you know, I look at the second night, and for me, the second night was the third night was just the monster first set. With, you know, there's a Timber in there, Stealing Time, you know, Back on the Train. And then the second set just wasn't really my speed. So I think this was the most even of the 2 shows. And, you know, I'm sure I'll give some shit to Skinny for choosing this particular one as we go through, only because he was like, what do you want to do? And I was like, just pick it. So now I can. You know,
I dig it. I was pleasantly surprised once we got through the Slow Llama. And I'm sorry, Jason, his New York license plate reads Slow Llama. I'm sorry, bro. Like, that's awesome. I'm glad you got it, but not a fan. When did you get that?
That's actually pretty
funny. You had it. That's awesome. But once we got a Fuego, I love Fuego in the 2 slot. Like, fucking picks it up, like, and having the Slow Llama kind of set this up, so that's why it sort of worked coming out with it. Like, it was fun, it was fine, but
I feel like the Slow Llama is just a vibe, right?
It's a total vibe. It's a total
they
vibe.
Set a real tone, I think. And, you know, Skinny, jump in here if you agree or disagree, but like, I feel like the Slow Llama kind of sets up this a little bit more chill tone than you might expect from a Saturday where you're going in and you're going to absolutely rage, you know. And I think the Fuego was ragey, but you know, there's really not much else in here that was like light your hair on fire, but it had a very not blissful, but it was like the jams were very, I think, laid back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you always think different. Like, for me, and I know, sorry, apologies to T for hating this shit, but a Slow Llama has like a funky groove, and it's kind of like, okay, well, we're setting up for something. And then, you know, obviously PHiSH always does the unexpected, and they go Fuego into a Runaway Jim. And I love the Fuego here, but I also like the Slow Llama, but it just kind of threw me off. So like, it's really strange. Like, for instance, this summer, like a Fuego Golden Age in Texas was like, I'm like, whoa, this is like, this is not what I want necessarily to hear, although a Golden Age anytime. But a Fuego and then a Golden, I was like, whoa, what the fuck? This is really good, and jammed out and completely unexpected. So I feel like, Josh, to answer your question, like, I liked the start and was like, whoa, okay, we're in for it. But then they always throw for lack of a better pun, on a curveball. But the Fuego is good. I don't like some of the Fuego in the beginning, like it's a little janky for me. But once they step into it and the crowd is off, then I guess I'm all in too. You know what I mean? It's like playing on a blackjack table.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I mean, it's a little racist. Like, why is it got to be Diego that they ask if it's still?
Oh, well, I don't think
I'm just saying, Diego.
It's the
Diego. Just before we move too far past it, just because I did actually write all this shit down, so I'm going to make sure I share it. But the Slow Llama stats, a couple times it has opened a show. So I think that the first time they played it did open. That was in 2015 at Walnut Creek. Then then Philly at the Man was mid-set. We were there for that in 2016. And then this was the third one in 2018. They've played 9 Slow Llamas out of a possible 26 since they started playing Llama. So the chances of seeing a Slow Llama, are less than 50%,
Thank God.
So,
Thank God.
And you are hard.
You'll probably, we saw a really good one at Charleston this past summer. So
really good on the scale of crap isn't necessarily great. So
oh my gosh.
Wow.
I think we should move on.
I'm just kidding. It's serviceable, as we like to say. Like I'm happy people like it. Go for it. Like people like.
Well, I think when you're used to Llama in one fashion, which is a barn burning, raging, 3-minute blistering song,
right?
And then they do something different with it. Like, that's
it's
fine.
Not
everything hits your ear, right?
Man, sometimes it's best to not mess with stuff like the Police trying to do.
PHiSH we're talking about again.
You don't mess with some things. They are what
it was the same thing with like Slow Maze too. Like you're taking these two songs that I don't know that are built a certain. I get it.
I am not a huge fan of the Slow Maze. I will.
I've never seen a Slow Maze, but I
You've
prefer
heard it.
Maze.
You've heard the Slow Maze, right?
I've heard it. But
they did that. 22.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm kind of like
they did it once or twice,
right? Like it's all about. Again, it's just it's your own personal conjecture that you have with whatever you're listening to. And when it comes to PHiSH, it's some people are like, no, this is the way I see it. This is the way I want to hear it, and fuck everything else.
Right.
And
sorry if you don't. That's right.
Don't screw up my show, man.
Right. Like, this guy next to me named Skinny was talking about the fucking Slow Llama. Fuck that guy. I can't stand him. I wish he had a different seat.
I loved it though. Once you got through, and it opened the show. So after that, you're fine. Like the Fuego rocked, and the segue into Jim, I thought was fantastic. Like
sick.
Like very good. Like it was perfect. And then you're like, holy shit, we're getting Jim.
Fuego in the 2 spot in the first set seems way early to me. That's a rare occurrence too, right?
For sure. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially when now you're getting into encores and like in these like weird other.
It's a second set song. It's weird. It needs to be in the second set.
But I don't think, Kevin, that's standard anymore. Like with the exception of a MoMA, right? They've been moving shit around for a while now. And I actually thank God for Josh on our podcast because I can't fucking keep up. Because you know what I mean? It's just getting into the weeds. I just want to cut it all down because I can't handle it, man.
Oh my God, yes. Cut it all down.
The weeds. Bug is a song that people like they like Slow Llama.
I like it in this set. I thought it worked well here. Like, I don't know. I'm always afraid of what the slowdown song is gonna kill in the set, and I don't mind. Bug kind of like at least it has a little bit of a punctuation at the end, and kind of like
I don't get the joke.
Yeah, I don't mind the Bug in the middle of this here. Where Bug gets me is when gets dropped in some sort of seemingly vital spot in the second set.
Yes, and it has a tendency to do that. It's that kind of it's that song that gets that bomb dropped on you.
And you know what? I like I like the tune. It's it's a fine song. I think of the kid that got to sing on stage with Trey.
When it fits in the set well, it's a fine song. It does its job right. But when it gets the bomb dropped on you and you're like, oh, really?
But here in the middle of this set after the gym, I like the gym. The gym had a little bit of juice kind of in the 3 to 6 minute mark there.
Totally. And I thought like Paige had a few moments in that thing, and I thought they had a really nice jam going right before they came back into, and it was a really nice re-entry, by the way, too. Like, I mean, nailing that segue and then the re-entry back into it were highlights of this first set. Like, it was fantastic. Like, it was awesome. Like, I was like, oh yeah, there's the gym you love. Like, bring it back in. Like, fantastic.
Yeah.
Mound, thank you.
First of all, guys, let's just let Skinny talk about Mound for a hot second here.
Everybody,
this is one of his favorite PHiSH songs.
I just can't take it. And the worst part is,
did you pick this show?
I did. But again, coin flip. I fucking didn't even know. I was like, oh fuck, Mound.
I picked the Mound show. Damn it!
I know. I like Almond Joy.
Give me my coin back.
But dude, every time I go to Hampton, there's always somebody has a fucking sign up. It's either Dirt, Mound, or something else. I didn't, and it's just the offbeat clapping to start. It just cannot. I can't. I stand there with my arms fucking crossed, and I just wait it out, bro.
There is.
Yeah,
the protest.
Find it. I have it somewhere on my phone during where were we? Magna?
I think Magna,
or was that?
No, it was Magna Ball.
Was it Magna?
Awful.
And day set. Every Mound comes on, the whole crowd is fucking loving it, and then you just turn around. There's one guy in the entire festival that looks.
Yeah. Fuck this. I didn't even leave for a beer. It's almost like, oh, you want to torture me? I'll fucking stand right here and watch it.
I'll take it. I'll take your torture.
Right, because I'm hoping for the seg.
Mound requires weird dancing and a modicum of concentration to what you're doing, because it does have the weird beat. I like how the beat, the song just changes over it. Yeah, and it's one of Mike Gordon's best lyrics. I mean,
I do think it's one of Gordon's probably best tunes. I like, the old man knows very well, Skinny. So
for sure,
apparently not.
And it's pure 100% PHiSH. Like, it's those things that I love about PHiSH, deep down rooted. Like, why I fell in love with this band is stupid shit like this song, and I love it. And it just like. It's all. I wish they did more of this and less Ghost of the Forest bullshit, because this is the PHiSH I love.
Well, if they do more of this, then you can have my platinum fucking tickets.
I do have some stats on the Mound. It was only played once in 2.0, and that was when they came back at New Year's,
right?
2002.
Wasn't working for Trey. That weird beat, that isn't an Oxy beat.
No,
he said it. Magna Ball was the third song in. Jason says, "Oh, for the record, 6/4/22."
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And they played it 20 times from 2009 to 2015. Now the gaps have been, much longer.
The Man, they played it at the Man the last time I was there.
Just this past summer?
No, 2 summers ago. I guess.
I was going to say, because I must have been.
Didn't we get
I have not seen PHiSH since Mondegreen, but someone texted me and said, I got a ticket for you for Saturday night at the Beacon. If you want to come up, you can crash. I was like, well, I could probably figure it out.
They played it twice in 2023. The Man, Cav, like you were just talking about, and then Dick's 9/2.
Yeah.
But then before that, it was at a 61 show gap. Then Skinny, you were at Charleston 2019.
Right.
These shows of 2019.
Fenway, and then this one. So they've only played it 1, 2, 3. They've only played it 5 times since this show that we're talking about. So
I mean, the good thing is, Skinny, you don't get it a lot. So
I do.
He does actually have probably pretty strong Mound stats. I'm not.
And you're bound to get a little bit more now.
Like you're Suzy Greenberg. I get it. But
to totally support you on that. Yes, I mean, you don't get it a lot, so it is nuanced, and I think that's what probably keeps me standing there. Is like, I do know that other people like shit that I don't. You know what I mean? And I think as a fan of live music, it's sometimes you just got to stick it out and
take it and let everyone else enjoy it. I hear you.
Yeah, you just and yeah. So then the offbeat clapping or something bothers me, or just the I don't know, the syncopation. Something about it just does not click for me.
Why is it
you
always
can enjoy watching other
song
people get joy out of something like that,
Sure.
right? Like, I mean, that's like
he doesn't do that.
It's always the song like Mound
fucking drench
doesn't like that we go the longest one. People will be like, you didn't talk about the jam at all. We're like, yeah, but we talked about Mound for 10 minutes. It was
his least favorite song and why he hates it.
No, I
just think it's important to talk about because look, I mean, if people list their least favorite songs of the PHiSH catalog, there's not a lot of people that are putting Mound on there.
But you get a lot of doozies like that though too. Like people are surprisingly, it's interesting what people put on that list. Like what was Llama's?
No,
simple, and you're like simple. You hate simple.
What was the other one that we didn't let go?
Gumbo
that caused the riff.
Right.
Gumbo caused the riff.
Yeah. Right.
So
it's a few people not liking Gumbo, which that's just crazy talk to me.
That's crazy talk. So what about Tela? Tela's as rare as Mound, right?
Well, here's another one. I can't wait to hear these stats from Josh, just because like there's a lot of people that are still chasing this, and this is another one that I've seen several times, and I feel like I feel bad.
I saw 94 Red Rocks. I guess they played it, and I really didn't need to see it ever again. I mean, it was the perfect place for that song at that moment. It couldn't have been. You were there, G.
I was there. I know. I've got it a few times, and I hate it because I have a bunch of friends that that's all they want, and they just never. Yeah, it's never when they're there, and like, I don't know. Yeah, it's a beautiful song. I love it. I don't think it's one of those that gorgeous. I definitely don't get enough of. Like freaking. It's a special song.
She's a spy, man.
What's cool about it in this spot too, I just felt like Paige really shined in that gem. And so I felt like as soon as they played this, I was like, oh, this is kind of one of those like Paige heavy. They knew he was feeling it, like he kind of had the mojo going tonight. So like and like this was the song that I like it when he chooses this song over a lot of the other ones, like we were just saying, like, and it doesn't get chosen enough.
Halfway to the moon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I would rather hear Tela every time they're like, should we do Halfway to the Moon? They're like, no, do Tela.
I think Paige has the best voice of anybody in the band, and Tela for me is a great exemplar of.
You don't think his voice he's lost some of his range? I mean, we don't get Life on Mars anymore because apparently he can't hit some of those notes.
I don't know. I didn't prepare for that question, Cavern.
Hard-hitting journalism from Wook Fluff.
Here's some Tela stats for you. I'm going to flex a little bit here because I've seen 6 of the last 8 that they've played.
Wow.
And
now I'm going to have to look it up.
That's a lot.
God.
I mean, so
Grueling
the last time played was Gamehenge.
Yes, that was
and then they played at 12/28 of the previous year, 2022, and then they had also played it. Kevin, you might have been at the Man on 7/20/22, and then Camden, and then this show, and then a Baker's Dozen show. So, but again, you're talking that's 8 plays since 2017, right? So another super rarity that I saw the one. And I think putting that next to the Mound here, I think there's a lot of people at this show see a back-to-back Mound Tela with a slow Llama to open. Like
Yeah, they're loving
There's
it.
people that are fucking jazzed, you know, and that doesn't, and they haven't even gotten the 17-minute fluff to close the set.
I saw 4 Telas in 1.0.
That's pretty good.
I mean, that's pretty good. That just means you're old, Kev. I only saw one, but it was at my first show. So
there you go. That's
very nice. I mean, it's quite a run. It's quite a run of Bug Mound Tela there, though. Just looking at that on a
it's
set,
a lot. It's a lot to get through. It is.
It is a lot, but you're only talking, you know, probably not even 12 minutes of your life.
So then, this was probably my least favorite song of the set, and usually of most sets. Like I think it's in a good spot here because it kind of like it was in a perfect spot after Tela, and it kind of killed it here. But it's just not one of my favorite songs. I will say this is one of those, Kev, that we talk a lot about packing it in a short amount, and this is like a 9. This is like a 9-minute like fury fest. Like there's a lot in this thing, and it fucking rips. Like it goes. So it's kind of
micro jam.
It total micro jam. Like that's what kind of blew. I was like, wow, this thing kind of rips. Like it's really cool. Which then dropping into the Fluffhead, you're like, yes, like it makes total sense. And again, you throw that in there with the Mound and the Tela and the slow Llama, and then you get a Fluff to close it. It's a pretty fucking badass set. But the
46 days. You know. I would love to maybe do a deeper dive on this tune because like it's had an interesting life, you know, they're like great you're talking lyric. About here, great lyric, but there's also been, you know, some super monster ones. The It one, Skinny and I were at It, right?
Yeah.
Excuse me. But then there are a lot of these 9-12 minute versions that they really get into right away. I mean, the jam starts 45 seconds in, essentially, right? And they can really get a lot out of it, and especially if it's put in the right spot here. And I think being the setup for the Fluffhead was a setlist choice that I definitely enjoyed.
Do you have to play Fluffhead when you play Hampton if you're PHiSH now?
I feel like it. I was going to say
like it. They just did.
Did they play it this past year?
They opened with it.
They opened
with it. The nod. I called it the nod.
Vibes.
Yeah.
Which, you know, the crowd. I think the crowd overpowered it at first, but I feel like the energy was completely. You know, I'm talking about the Fluffhead from this year. The energy was like out of control, and then it's like, okay, we're in Hampton seeing PHiSH for 3 nights. Like that was you know, unfortunately there was a fucking stabbing outside, but like inside the energy was a lot different.
Great.
But interestingly enough, I think if I'm wrong, I mean, I know they played it that weekend, but I think that night they played 46 Days too, maybe in the first. I could be wrong. I'll have to check it real quick, but
here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's another. So I like 46 Days, and there's a certain energy that the crowd comes in with, especially.
Yeah, Fluffhead 46 Days. So it's basically the reverse of this.
Okay, yeah, I knew that when I saw this, like I'm like, man, that's something. That's
where the seed was planted for the poll. Huh?
Maybe, but it's like I'm overworked with 46 Days. Like I feel like I've been seeing this song for.
It's a workhorse. It's his go-to. I need an up-tempo rocker that isn't character 0. I'm going to play 46 Days.
It's this and Kill Devil Falls are like the same song to me, and like I feel like I get them way too much. So yeah.
So I'm just looking at 46 Days stats. The last time that 46 Days had a show gap of double digits you have to go back to 2019, and then before that, one in 2017 had a 10-show gap, and then that's it for 2011 for the life of the song.
Well, bring out crazy. Marty fucking McFly and take us back to fucking 2019.
Seriously, because what was filling in the gap on those shows? Because let's go back to whatever that was.
Right. I tell you what, it might be interesting to see
About
what
to run.
songs.
A lot of
what songs
negativity
that,
towards 46 days here.
what songs had fallen out of favor, like you're saying, a double-digit gap in 2019, and then came back with a fire like they did after COVID. Like Trey rediscovered it. He had kind of forgotten about it, moved away from it. Boom, 46 Days was back. I think that's definitely a case for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think they do that on the reg. I just think, this one, there's a couple of them. I mean, obviously, we're not going to talk about it. I think a couple of them could be shelved. I mean, I think you could probably shelve Everything's Right for a while right now. You could probably shelve 46 Days for a while right now. There's a couple that like
Ruby Waves.
But but it's a set list staple. It's like a MoMA.
Yeah,
it's like a set closing walls of the cave. It's like,
like what Kev said, it's almost like a security blanket for Trey when he doesn't know what else to play or what can fit into something. We can just rip that and we can play it either 9 minutes or we can take it to 18, 20 minutes if we want to and do something fucked up with it and do. So it's that kind of song. It's like a slingshot song.
When it hits in the second set, that's what you want. When it hits in the second set for the second or third song, and they're going to take it out for a ride. It makes it all that much better for me because I like the song. Whereas Ruby Waves, they're going to take it out for the ride, but I don't like the song itself.
Well, I mean, here's the other thing too. I think after seeing. When you start seeing
Ruby Waves has a really high batting average, though, Kev. Like as far as a jam,
and its lyric has to be one of the worst lyrics ever written.
This is
Prison of Limes, Kev. The Prison of Limes. Just accept.
What, the pinball machine or whatever? Like,
yes, my God.
He doesn't want to like.
Was he watching the Grateful Dead movie and he's like, "That's cool. That's a neat cartoon. I'm gonna."
It does have some really, I know.
I was just going to say, I think after a while, you see so many shows, right? I mean, I feel like I chased for a lot of stuff. I'm not really doing that much. I'm really just chasing like the jams and like, how they play on a certain night. So it's not necessarily a particular song anymore. So then I think it gets to this part where you just, it's the jaded vet thing, right? Where you just kind of like, you have your things that you like. You can tolerate what you don't like, and then
and you decide if you want to go see them and spend $100 and some to see maybe 50% of songs that you really love. Not that you aren't going to appreciate the whole thing, but if I have to sit through 30 minutes out of the night of songs that I'm questionable in, that I probably wouldn't listen to in any other context, just to get to 20 minutes of really interesting improvisation.
So, Kevin, you don't like this set? Is that what you're saying?
Well, what is it?
Or you're like,
actually, I do like this set.
Are you just being argumentative? Like,
I'm being argumentative.
You don't like 46 days. Is there anything else in this set that you're like?
No, I like the 46 days. I was pro everything in this set pretty much except for the bug, just because I'm like, it's a secular for me. I'm like,
But the crowd does sing along for that, though. That's another one where it's like, I'm not necessarily 100% on board with a bug, but like,
and then they made it G-rated. Then he made it G-rated, bringing the kid out to sing it, and I'm just like,
I know, but that's
like a bad Hallmark card now.
That's over and done with. When the lights are hitting and everybody's into it, you kind of got to go along with it.
I will say that the bug has the forced kind of like white lights because they have like it hits,
You need it.
Like,
you need that.
You need it. So you have that sort of moment, unlike the build in Fluffhead or like the build in Antelope, which are like the best build peaks white light moments to have. So
let's talk about Fluffhead.
I agree, because I was gonna say this one, it's pretty good. Like it's pretty good.
Trey fucks up, like he forgets how to play like a couple of minutes in there for
always,
but then he gets it together.
He gets it together.
They finish strong.
Is it that hard of a song to play? Is it really a hard song to play, or is it just a bunch of parts?
Man, I don't fucking know. Seems technical to me.
I mean,
Seems like it because they hate playing or somebody, they always seem to have. He fucks it up a lot. So, I mean, I'm assuming.
This wasn't necessarily even like, and I don't remember the exact breakdown of Fluff's travels and all that shit, but like, this was like 3 minutes in. Like he was having trouble. Just I think, and thank God, the rest of the band. Remembers how to play it, and he he popped in and was fine. And I mean, they make it, it's what, 17 minutes, almost 18 minutes, like, and it doesn't go out there, but it's just very, I think it goes back to the tone that the slow llama said. It was that like like everything had a little bit of room to breathe, and they put that into the Fluffhead. Like it wasn't this, you know, absolute barn burner. It was good. It had a nice steady build to the peak. You know, they hit it when they got, you know, they get to the Fluffhead and the crowd goes fucking crazy, which is, you know, one of the most epic moments in a PHiSH show. But they even still botched that moment a little bit when they got to the top there.
Top
so there
of
was,
it, yeah.
You know, a couple of things, but the rest of the version, you know.
Did you like anything in this set?
I love the whole show, bro. I have some placement issues in the second set.
Have any of you all ever? Have you ever? Any of y'all ever caught any separate parts of Fluffhead?
Just single moments, like not the song altogether.
Like Fluff travels separate from everything.
No,
never.
I mean, could you even cite an example of the last time they even did that? Because that would be a stat.
I tell you what, one night at the Bayou, they played.
I knew you were going to say that.
And I couldn't even tell you what it was. All the time. When the thing's like 38 seconds long. If you blink, you'd miss it. But I'm always like, hey,
right. It's like the San Jose tees.
I tell you what,
that's another conversation where I'm like, some nerd will be around, like, dude, did you hear? I'm like, no, man.
Dave's Energy Guide.
Yeah,
Dave's Energy Guide.
San Jose.
You know what's funny about Fluffhead?
30 fucking years, I have no idea what Dave's Energy Guide
is. It was a bar band song. They played that shit in the bars all the time, and it is this prog piece of. It's probably their prog masterpiece. You know, I mean, they took all the separate parts. It has everything you wanted off of a Genesis album. It's like a lost Genesis tune or something like that.
Do you see? Someone agreed with you there, though, that PHiSH is the best thing in the band. See?
Thank you. Double dubs. Way to go, buddy.
Oh,
appreciate
dubs instead of J-dubs.
Yeah.
Dubs.
Double dubs. Yeah.
Dubs.
And it's funny. He also said that Bug is usually an encore. And I have to be honest, the first night we missed the fucking Tweezer reprise because I left early.
Because they started with Bug.
Fuck this. I'm out.
Right. I missed the best 3 minutes in rock and roll because I'm like, fuck.
And honestly, though, like, you know, it goes back to kind of what you were saying before. Like, here you're a little bit of a captive audience when they drop that shit right in the middle of the first set. There ain't no dipping if it's, you know, you go take a piss or whatever, but, you know, you're not leaving early at this point.
Right. It might be the best idea to go take a piss. You know, they're going to do the other part. You know, they're going to do
actually. No, if you try to take a piss during Bug, everybody's going to be there.
Right. Well, you have to use your ESP and know it's coming. You have to be like radar. Already be out of your seat on the way to the head before anybody realizes.
After the gym, because you know as soon as gym ends, you're like, oh, I know some shit's coming after this gym.
And then you're in the bathroom and they go into Buffalo Bill and you're an idiot.
Well, see, it only took us almost 45 minutes to get through the first set.
Right.
So join us next week when we get into set 2.
No, I tell you what, P, I'm going to throw it to you to do some halftime stuff there.
Oh, to me, why don't you get rid of the? There you go, that thing. My God, I was like trying to look over it the whole time. Yeah, join Volume. Go over Volume if you're not there yet. I don't know why you're not, but you get 1 month free if you use the code Moon Cabin when you sign up. 1 free month. What else we got? Tomorrow night, Live. I don't know if we have a guest or not. I'm assuming we do. I don't know. I have no idea.
We might not. I've been reaching out to some people, and
so see, I didn't not know. We just don't have anyone. So good. All right, good.
Yeah, last week I didn't know Matt Bush was going to come on until I asked him the night before. So I've been lax.
And then Friday,
on Thursday, we got that festival preview coming up for Wilco's Sky Blue Sky, which I think T and I were both thumbs up on.
That's right. Yep.
What are we playing? Bug right now? Everybody's taking a piss.
Friday we're working.
It went so long.
Friday we're working with over on volume.com Friday mornings, and that's when Amanda joins us. Your PhDJ.
Oh, nice.
We have doing interviews. I think we're dropping the interviews. We just talk crap.
I was getting more whiskey.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah, I went and grabbed myself. I tell you, I have a new favorite beer, the Natural Light. And
from
for
the
$6 a six pack, it's the best thing going. I mean, I'm not paying $12 for some disco beer.
What were the big ones that you were drinking called?
Oh, the Natty Daddies.
Natty Daddies, yeah.
25 ounce. They are 24 ounce. They're 25 ounce.
Those are fucking. We drink those at softball, man. Those are softball beers.
No, Cam drinks them all afternoon. What are you talking about?
They put you under. God help me. Do you
have a job, sir?
I don't even care what they play.
Now you're way high.
Living is my job.
Man, I think I got to pull the comments down, or else you're totally like hidden. Sorry, volume. You can't see the comments.
You need to put this thing without the blue background. Can you make it transparent? That's what that just needs to be transparent. And then you could probably.
Yeah, that looks like a bad PowerPoint.
Rename forward. It says rename forward Ned. It doesn't give you that option.
Damn.
Right.
You know, Kev, with all this time on your hands, I figured you would have learned the
good drinking the Natty Daddies.
Figure it out there.
At 11.
Well, to be fair, he's up at 3 a.m. So like 11 is basically like 6 p.m. for him.
Yeah, I'm punching out for the
day. He's already lived his day by 11 o'clock. Most people aren't even like going yet. And he's like,
it's quiet. I tell you what, from 3 to 6, 7 in the morning, it's quiet. No,
everyone's asleep.
It's when the best skeets come.
Right. I do my best work 4 a.m. First tube to open the set is always a good choice. Much better than an encore because it's obvious as an encore. To open the second set, you're like, good for you.
I didn't realize how much they had kind of, well, you know, for lack of a better term, like turned the tides here and did a first tube. I was like, oh, shit. This is interesting, right? I mean, there's nothing that I don't like about first tube. I feel like
be a rock star, man. Do it.
Yeah, and it's pretty, you know what's coming, the Jedi fucking raising of the guitar and that stuff. It just gets the crowd whipped up, dude. I love that too. If you're gonna get the crowd into it right away in the second set, that's what a second set deserves. It deserves every bit of that. Everybody's been waiting for it, so let's pop off. And
I mean, it's been pretty consistently in the encore slot. It did open Sunday night at this past Hampton run,
right?
But that's 1, 2, 3. Like for the most part, you're finding that in the encore or second. There are a couple first set appearances, but for the most part, you know, you're seeing that in the encore, or somewhere in the second set, a set closer. I didn't stat out the placement here, but I think starting the set with this, it does, like to Skinny's point, have that almost reverse effect because so many people are used to it at the end. And I feel like there's something about like flipping the script a little bit that changes the energy, you know?
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of songs in this set. Wow, I didn't even realize it.
It's weird because he like it's the showman song too, right? Like he's got to do like the Jedi, like put the guitar up. So it's a weird thing to open with, to have that, because you're kind of like, that's kind of like a great ender.
But Tweezer's your perfect drop in out of it, right? Because it ends and you're like, boom. We're here.
Well, you have to but you have to come back down from that and like hit the pedals and then like be ready to fucking hit it, which is fine. It's just a weird. It's weird because you're used to it either as the encore or closer. So like you have
and he
that
walks
moment
off with the loop at all,
right? And then like they walk off stage and you're like, woo, yes, rock on.
It seemed like too, like the sag into the tweezer, like when you first hear it, it was played in a different key. Now I'm not really sure, but it just seemed like it was like a high scream on the guitar before he jumped into the actual, playing the first notes of tweezer. I mean, he did, but
it actually felt like
and that transition might have been a little bit weirder,
It felt like he cycled through like a couple of different channels of distortion,
right,
on the first I don't know, 15 seconds of Tweezer to find like the right, pedal. I don't know, maybe he like his foot slipped or whatever, or maybe he did it on purpose because like it sounded kind of cool, like the couple of channels that he played before he got into the traditional sound. The one thing that I will say about that first tube is that it really was the kind of the energetic peak musically of this set, even with an 18-minute Tweezer here. Like they definitely started, and I won't say went downhill, but
Trey was using the Leslie thing. Maybe that's part of what he was figuring out. He doesn't normally use that effect, does he? I don't know.
It's like he's playing a theremin. Yeah, see, it did have a weird sound on it.
Tweezer was like the meat of the show, Tweezer, and back then, 20-minute songs were a rarity. So 18 minutes, you're like, wow, they really gave it their all.
Yeah, well, but it was a chill version, though. It was it was not no,
it's not a barn burner at all.
Yeah, not at all. Like it was a very
patient,
patient, mellow, laid back. Not quite into Bliss territory, kind of like what they were doing in the first set. But it definitely continued that the overall vibe had a
slow Llama.
Like not quite loungy feel.
Space management.
Slow Llama
is going to take us an hour and a half.
Set the table.
Space management, though, definitely.
I think I don't know if it was this year. Was it the 12/30/18? No, I think it was the next year, 12/30/19, where they did the same thing. That was a really, I don't know, it was like almost 50 minutes, maybe, that one, Josh. We were on the floor.
The Tweezer, you mean? Yeah,
the Tweezer.
And that's that was a dope ass Tweezer.
Dope ass
Tweezer, man.
But it wasn't. But it wasn't like it wasn't like a rager either. It had these different defined spaces. And I feel like sometimes with Tweezer, even though it'll have an elongated jam, that there's these confined spaces that don't really explode or peak, which is what you would expect from a song like that. Because it's really, to me, I feel like it's like my favorite rock song. If somebody was like, what's your favorite song from PHiSH? I'd be like,
really? Oh, from PHiSH?
From Tweezer. I'd be like, it's Tweezer, just because of the rock aspect. If you're just looking at it from like, if the a studio cut version to like the best live version, it's so much difference all the time, and they can elongate the jam and space it out, and it doesn't really peak, or they can peak the shit out of it like 20 times. Like it has this ability to be like super malleable. And I think that's why people like glom onto it like me, because it can do so many different things. Or, it could just be like a 10-minute Tweezer, but they can bring it back in the set. They've done that at Merriweather.
Heads explode.
Right.
I think one of the things
crazy, or they cannot.
And I think one of the things, especially with this second set, that you can kind of get into, like, again, on paper, like, maybe the order of these songs might not hit, but like
crazy,
for the most part, a dirt and a number line isn't going to completely destroy a set. The placement here is a little bit not good.
After the dirt,
no, it's smart, because dirt ends and number line begins.
But
you don't get a ripcord because dirt.
But what I'm saying is that there could be a vibe out there where like they were kind of more going through the motions in this second set here, because the Tweezer was not this super exploratory vehicle of jamming. It was more of a, laid back, safe, comfortable space. And then Dirt, which I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite ballads that they play in the 3-hole of the second set, is doing a lot of work there. And then and again, Numberline, another tune that like I have no problem with Numberline. It's sentimental, it's important in the history of the band.
Right?
Right. But putting a Dirt Numberline right there, I mean, it had a little bit of I would have preferred the Bug there, honestly.
I think the Dirt that was the problem, was because the tweezer didn't really tweezer you or like get you anywhere to like want. You could either say Dirt was perfect to go there because it fit perfectly after that mellow tweezer-ish thing, or you could say it was a terrible place for it because you were already in a slump sort of lower area and you needed something there to bring you up and get you out of that. And like that's where you could have put a 46 days right there or something to like kick in the rest of this, you know what I mean? So I don't know, and Dirt's short enough and it's a beautiful song. It's one of those where I guess it fit well here because the tweezer was slow enough.
Landing spot,
because sometimes
I wouldn't have backed it up with a number line.
Right, and then
the Dirt is hurt because of its place in the order.
Should have been right into No Man's, and you left number line on the table.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Played it towards the end of the set,
especially about the Dirt and the backwards down the number line. Did you start to hear Trey's vocal stylings like early on? Because I did during the number line a little bit.
I caught it in the No Man's is where I started to like really. Yeah. He's like, how far?
Yeah, like yeah. I was like, is his vocal coach right on stage? Like, like you can do it. He was like, all right.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's like, how far have we? I'm like, no, just sing.
But then the back half of the set, like because of that, it feels choppy. The No Man's and then Cavern and then Jibboo and like
Jibboo has a nice jam in it though.
Jibboo does have a nice jam, but
and I love it, but I love where it is. Like I know it's a weird, like this whole thing is weird here, but I love the Cavern Jibboo. I think that just is a really cool, crazy, what the fuck are you doing in the middle half, back half of this set, right? Like you're just like, where are we right now? What is happening? And I don't know. It caught me off, but I also was like, this is kind of cool. And that Jibboo totally was like grooving. I was like, this works so well here in the second set. Like it's such a fun, like let's get down with only a song or two left. Like where are we gonna go from here? I don't know.
It almost felt like Trey like lost track of time and like when they played the No Man's, he's like, all right, Cavern, and then they're still like, no, you still have like 40 minutes. He's like, all right, Jibboo, they drop, whatever that was, 10, 12 minutes.
He does that. He does that.
Like somebody's on stage being like, no, keep going. And they're like, all right, Okipa, Greenberg, and
the vocal stylings guy was like, just
slow down.
I love all of these songs, but the second set to me really, and the Tweezer Dirt like did flow together. Like the first three songs really flowed together.
It felt
like once they got into the number line, they lost it a little bit, and then it was like they were kind of piecemealing some things together. And everything was good, and there's definitely some good jams in there, and Okipa, Suzy, Greenberg again. You're getting some stats there. Shine a Light Encore, right? You're getting the good stuff on paper, but there was just a flow that seemed a little bit off in the second set.
I tell you what, No Man in No Man's Land sounds like the song that if the 12 Tribes had a rock band that they would have written, and that's what you would be listening to. I just cannot get around it. I know it's the Tweezer 3.0.
You don't like No Man's?
My wife, because she's fucking totally sick of hearing that one. Talk about one that she once shelved.
What year was the good No Man's at the Man? Was that 2015, Skinny? Where there was it Cities or No Man's Cities, or there's a really good Bathtub Gin in that show.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch. Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
The No Man's was really good. It was
it definitely gets its like 46 days overplayed placement a lot.
Live from Jonestown. It's like, No Man in No Man's Land.
But it always has, it's like a Ruby Waves though. It always has such a great jam somewhere in it. Like it gets there. Like I put it in the same category.
Can't you write better songs or do songs that you already have that are cool and just throw the jams on them? Because that's all you're doing at the end of the day. Ruby Waves does not have a jam. It has shit tacked onto the end of it for 40 minutes.
Yeah, but
Ruby Waves wasn't played during this show, everybody.
I always equate.
If you want to listen to
I
a
put
good
No
Ruby
Man's
Waves,
right
go
there
to
with
July
like Walls of
19th,
the Cave
July
and
14th,
shit.
2019.
Well, wait a minute. So, I mean, I understand what Kevin's saying is like, but you're saying that sometimes like these songs, which I don't necessarily disagree with you, you know, you throw shit up against a wall, you hope it sticks, but most of the time it slides down and it smells. So it's like, you know, but the thing is, most of the time when they play like even No Man, I'm like, oh, it's a No Man's. And Amy looks at me and she goes, ugh. But then I'm like, wait
Let's
it
go
out.
get a beer, babe.
Right, wait it out. That's just it. Wait it out.
In about 3 minutes. Like
she also doesn't like Everything's Right or Blaze On or any.
I'm a big fan of your
Fuego
wife. I am a big fan.
But I get those are all kind of the same grouping of songs there. Like that makes sense.
They all came out around this. Yeah, they came.
Trey
around
was reading Eckhart Tolle. Everything was a damn Eckhart Tolle book. I mean, it just creeps me out. I'm not a new age guy, obviously. You know.
Yeah, she's a 1.0er. She's seen a bunch of stuff in the mid '90s and went to college in Randolph-Macon, right down the road from Hampton, and saw all those shows then. And
No Man's Land would be a great instrumental.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just saying I think the new tunes, if she doesn't hit it and she sees it too much, she's like me. She's like, fuck this. You know what I mean? But I'm always like, well, I know you don't like Blaze On, but literally every time they fucking play it, it really rips.
Well, what would be cool is if they ever did if they did like a drum space type segment where you would get some of these songs reversed so they would be coming out of something into it. Because like you can't just come into like the Blaze On jam because there's nothing that sets unless you go into like this crazy tweezer, but then they never let you go through the jam and reverse engineer it and come out at the front end of it, which would be kind of cool at some point, or do something like that. So then you have like,
it would be cool.
Like this No Man's that
Dear Trey,
can you please reverse engineer a couple of your songs and get out of them before the lyrics actually start? This way we get the jams, but not your shit lyrics.
Inverted. It's called inverted. It's called dyslexic. It's something.
We were inverted.
Right.
We got a great Polaroid.
Tom Marshall.
Right. But okay, so I mean, I don't know. I guess you can't do that with Cavern because Cavern is a song in and of itself and it's built there. But couldn't you like David Bowie just send it off in the middle for 20 minutes?
Yeah, but they're not going to. If they put a Bowie after that Cavern, it's going to be a 9-minute Bowie. And they're probably still going to do Oki Pa and then Suzy Green. It's not going to change.
Bring back the intro.
Yeah, or Oki Pa, Suzy Greenberg will be slid over to the encore,
Right.
And then they'll do like a 3-song encore.
Right.
I mean, overall, you have a 17-minute Fluffhead and an 18-minute Tweezer. So it's not like, this show is complete dog shit. But you know what I mean? Like,
I like the lyrics, the new stuff better. Monsters, fantastic lyric. It really is. It really captures something.
I wasn't complaining on the way back to the Hampton Inn Suites. I was,
No.
I love Cavern though. See, if they did Cavern, I would have forgot everything else they did. I would have been like, dude, they did Cavern, man. And then people are like, yeah, dude, they did Cavern.
I still think that Jibboo got down and that Suzy was fun to end with, and the Shine
was
very
What's
cool.
the
Always to get.
Stat?
So you get
the last one was like Baker's Dozen before that. Maybe.
You get like a really cool sort of into that show, and that first set was fun. So I mean, yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's a great Saturday night. It was Saturday night. Was that what it was?
Yeah,
this is Saturday.
Yeah,
and you still got one more in the tank, right?
Right.
So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? To your point, T, what you're saying is like, it's funny when you're any run, like by Saturday, I have a hard time complaining. I mean, I complain way after. That's basically the basis of our show. But but when you're there, it's like, oh, this is an embarrassment of riches. So if I'm gonna complain, I might say, yeah, I didn't like the fucking bug there in the first set. But that's I might say that, but I'm not, or the Mound, obviously, I'd be like, ugh. But I'm not
the best part. It's the best part of watching from afar.
Right. I still got another day to hang out with my friends, and then another night, and I'm fine. I'm fine. A run, when you do a run, like this to me is if there's a complaint, it's that I can't see him 6 nights in a row. Really.
So here's a funny thing about this run in particular. This show actually was the last time I smoked a cigarette. It was also the last time I hung out with LSD. And this run, actually, Skinny, was the last time that we stayed in a hotel room together.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because it was me, you, Meg, and Amy.
And
yeah.
Amy.
Is this all interconnected?
What do you mean?
I was awake a lot longer than I wanted to be on Saturday night.
I got one for you. People are like, stop with the tank, right? You're keeping everybody up. All right, Kev, here's a bright idea. Let's take it in the bathroom. No one will hear it if you close the door of the bathroom.
Let's just turn the water
I've never
on.
stayed with those.
Yeah, just flush the toilet when you're doing it. No one will hear it over that. You're fine. Jason says only 3 Okie Paws since this one, Kev.
Okay.
But yet there's been 220 Okie Paws ever.
Well, that's a mess of Okie Paws.
So there's a bunch of stats in the show. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like after the show, I don't know this. It takes a lot of reflection and introspection to find out what
Okie Paw, you're like, I know I don't hear this much. I know I don't see this name much.
Yeah, I mean, this might have been one of the few times I've seen it.
Right.
I'm pretty sure.
I think my favorite was the Island Tour one because they opened the show with it and you didn't expect it.
You are low key fucking flexing.
I am. Thank you very much.
For all the kids,
I think my favorite one was.
Yeah, my Okie Paw stats are limited, but
are limited.
They played it at Merriweather.
You want to hear a real flex? You want to hear a real flex? 6 shows I saw.
They played it at Merriweather in 2022.
Yeah, and the last time
I
was
lost my fucking wallet,
2024.
because then I probably didn't remember.
And actually, all right, Kev, I'll flex some Okie Paw stats if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've seen 4 of the last 7, Kev. How about that?
There you go. There you
go.
I saw Landlady open up 6 shows in a row.
What are we in the fucking gym right now?
We're just talking. All right, so T is a Suzy Greenberg guy.
I love Suzy, man.
Love Suzy Greenberg.
It's a little weird to me. Little weirder that they brought the chick it was about to hear them play it. That's that's a flex.
And that was her first show.
That was her first show. Was at the
Garden? Yeah, that was her first show. She's like, oh,
wasn't that the rescheduled April run? Wasn't that the yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna drag me in after all these years, and I'm gonna have to see this song about some guy who I wouldn't hook up with. So he wrote a mean song about me.
She seemed to be fine.
Yeah.
I
mean, how can you be?
Had a good time.
It's like an anthem now.
I would love to go to the Garden, and they're like, this one's about Skinny.
It's the whole thing of writing songs when you're young, and then those songs haunt you if they get popular. Because you're like, oh, do we have to do that?
Shine a Light's got some stats too.
Wouldn't care.
Shine a Light, Exile on Main Street Halloween at Indio in 2009 when they came back, which
was awesome.
I don't know about y'all, but I really like the Exile set. That was
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that. So I was watching it on YouTube and I was like, I gotta listen to this in the car. Tomorrow.
Show was so much. That show was awesome. Like the horns, seeing him with the horns and getting a Suzy with the horns and that encore was fucking phenomenal.
It was
like,
so
that
cool.
show was so good. That show was a blast.
Why don't they tour with Horns one summer? That would be cool to see.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That whole weekend.
Get Carl Gerhard back out here.
And that was back when the World Series was actually legit, like
in October,
because they played, because they had a giant TV set up in the back to watch the World Series.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
That's weird.
Did you get a donut? Did you get a donut on Sunday?
Fuck no, I did not even make time for that shit.
He didn't even make it to the set.
No, we had one person saying we were super pissed we weren't going to that, and I think she caught a ride to it. And I was like, I am not. No chance.
No. I mean, we got over there. We were staying at a hotel and had a shuttle. And by the time we got over there, I was like, what donuts? You fuckers. I didn't get any donuts at the Baker's Dozen either, man.
No donuts. Come on.
I tell you what, the best song on Exile on Main Street, they did not play that night.
What night?
All right, well, just tell me what it is.
What night, Kev?
I'm not a shine a light the fan, man. It's a little. Oh my God, I sound horrible. I bitched about everything. This show was okay. I'm just not a religious guy. I'm not a religious guy. That creeps me out as much as Jonestown creeps me out. Going to church creeps me out. The old gospel revival on the side of the road. Give me Love and Cup about eating mushrooms and getting naked in the street, and
I mean, look, Kev, I will say this, and Skinny can vouch for me. I am probably less religious than you, and I feel like this tune is a little bit more maybe about like just gratitude than thank you, Jesus.
Let the good Lord shine his light on you. Yeah, it's
because it's like bums. It's like you got all the flies on you. I can't shake them off. Like it's about fucking hard living, man. It's fucking heroin in the alley.
Bums. Guys are all going to hell.
That's what it is. It's fucking.
My grandma
could be there right now.
Kev can fuck. I love this. I love that set. Like that show was so awesome. Like getting the fact that they did that album. They could do any song.
Great choice.
Like I wish they played Torn and Frayed more personally.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel like that doesn't get enough love. And like I always say, like I wish Fishman would do Ventilator Blues more. Like that would be a perfect song somewhere in a set to fucking bust into. But like that into like I just want to see his face again. Ugh, it's so good. It's such a great album. And like I like when they play this over Loving Cup because I feel like Loving Cup gets too much fucking.
Where's my buzzer?
Way too much, especially like ever since the Blues won the cup and they did it to open that set and like blew the fucking roof off of.
I was there
that night. That was phenomenal. Awesome. Like that was epic. Ever since then, Loving Cup just doesn't hit the same. You're like, eh.
You know what you should listen to too, by the way, from that show is that Antelope again, because it's like in the middle of the jam.
Dude, it's awesome. I have video.
Understand?
We have that video of it. Yeah, and I have my buddy like watching the game and like it was so sick. Like
I went out to take a piss and guys were like literally like crushing beers over their head, like throwing beers on it, like the floor was like a river of beer. It was crazy.
It was crazy. The energy in that place was next level. Like that was just
a great show.
Epic night of PHiSH.
Yeah, that was really fun. We had a great time, and we had to get out of our cab like about 5 blocks from our hotel and walk down because it was fucking gridlock.
No chance.
Yeah, it was crazy.
All right, we're hopping out. My grandma told me once I was going to hell. I was going straight to hell. She said, "You're going straight to hell, Kevin." I said, "I'm taking the long way home, Grandma." She did not like me.
How many of those natty daddies you have today?
I have not. I bought a 6-pack of Natural Light.
Oh man,
the worst thing I ever did to my poor grandma was. Never mind. All right,
one bullet in the chamber.
Kevin, we only have an hour for this therapy session.
Right. Poor woman.
Okay, doesn't cover that.
The poor woman. She had a rough life. I'll give her that. All right,
I'm glad the coin landed on this show, though. This was a fun one. Like I enjoyed listening to it. It was fun to go back and also, like I said, go through some of 2018 anyway, and kind of pick it and be like, oh yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah, and that year of Dicks, and I think that year of Dicks was still 3 shows, wasn't it? I think it was still was 3, right?
21 was 3.
The crazy thing about this whole thing is this is pre-COVID, so this was like a whole. Like you had no idea what was coming in the next, because this was, like I said, this was the Mercury year. Then the next year was Trey getting stuck, and then the world changed. So like it's really weird when you go back and think about this show and then what was to come out of it, and you're like, wow, like this.
Sure.
Right at the end of that era of PHiSH, like the end of.
Well, and I think too, like you get to, obviously there was still Dicks after Curveball, but there was a lot of people that were left high and dry by the cancellation of the festival, right? So this fall tour comes around East Coast. I think that there was a lot more, like I remember, I don't think we went to Dick's this year, and I remember like dude, we can't wait to get to Hampton because we had, missed out. So these shows had become like
Were
we
you
attached,
on your way
more.
there, or did you find out before you went?
We found out before we went. We were getting ready to, get up and drive up the morning of, because we were staying in a hotel, so we didn't need to camp or anything. We had some friends that were already on the way up there that were basically like an hour away, and then I knew some people that had already gotten up there and had set up camp, and one chick that I know was like up there to vend and like had like not been to a festival in forever, but I feel like that happening changed a little bit of the tone heading into the fall tour, because there was this void that people were trying to fill by catching the fall tour. And I don't know if the band felt that because they still had dicks, right? But as you said,
those natty daddies, bro. Natty daddies.
See, as you said, they Casvat came out of that, but they might have, and that fall tour was pretty good overall, I think. The Halloween was awesome. The rest of that fall tour before these shows was good. So maybe that was a little bit of fuel for the fire, and kind of helped them put a bow on 2018. But I feel like maybe it was a little bit of a transition year. 2019 was super solid. And then obviously everything changed with, 2020. But Mexico were the last shows that they played in February 2020 before the whole world shut down. And, those are arguably, one of the top
best shows
runs
of 2020
in Mexico. Out of those 10 years that they've done it.
And that you could see that there was so much in them wanting to do stuff, like, because they did that whole, later that year when they did the New Year's show or whatever. The Cube show and stuff, and then Trey at the Beacon shows and stuff. You could tell like there was things that wanted to get out and be played and do that. And so it was really, again, it's just so interesting going back into 2018, and even I mean the whole Casvat thing and that New Year's leading into 2019 was such an interesting time because of the cancellation of the festival. And then that year 2019 was a pretty solid year of shows.
Very solid.
Right. And then going into 2020, you're like, wow, they're kind of like at this high point again, like getting into this zone again. And then, and then everything changed.
And then not.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had to wait.
And then that era ended. That literally ended a fucking era.
An era of PHiSH. Yeah. And then it took us
to argue about that for the next 2 years.
I was one that it was still 3.0, but I came around.
And then we got fall 21, which it took till then to kind of get revved back up into that level of like 2019 area. So
good times,
good stuff.
Good
stuff. This was fun though. This was fun looking back.
Thanks so much for having us on. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, come back anytime and bullshit. We could just bullshit for an hour and a half. Like we don't even. We could just throw a couple subjects out there.
Yeah, we don't care, man. We love coming on.
If you've made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, because it's on YouTube. If not,
a bunch of people did. Jason and You Ate My Fractal still over in the chat on Volume. William and Truncated Slave and very active over here.
Andrew was in there.
Yeah, SE.
Hey, let me. Can I plug our show real quick?
You can do whatever you like. At this point, no one's watching anymore. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, a couple people.
He just said he's watching. We got 20 people.
To hear this.
We just kicked off our 7th season, if you can believe that. But we did a bunch of. If people have been following us, we did a bunch of interviews from a festival, Kevin, that we actually saw you at Oktoberfest at the Vortex at CAA Park. I have to thank you both because, Kevin, you were a great moral support on the day of, but T also provided us with some technical expertise as we were preparing. And aside from me not charging the thing that you plug into your phone, which we lost like the last 2 minutes of our Dogs in a Pile interview. Everything else went great.
He didn't take the sticker off.
Well, yes, I didn't take the sticker off in the charging case until after we realized the goddamn thing had died. But no, we interviewed a bunch of bands. We released those as our Stub Me Down Cargo Shorts episodes, just real quick. But then we also started our seventh season, excuse me, with our conversation with.
Oh boy.
What happened?
What are you doing?
Oh, that was.
Dude, go
that
back.
was the Natty Daddy at the.
Say it again. I don't even know what Kevin's doing. Kevin, step away from the controls.
Yes, no, we started our seventh season with two really cool interviews. One with Neighbor. We interviewed Ricky James and who else from Neighbor was
Rob Compa.
And Rob Compa, the guitarist, who was also in Dopapod, brain fart there. And then we also interviewed Jeremy Kaplan and Sam Lucid from Dogs in a Pile. And man, awesome guys. Their music, super killer. So go check out those episodes if you haven't, or
sweet,
wherever you get your podcasts. But should have some video episodes of those coming out as well. But a really super cool venue local in Maryland. If you're in the DMV area, try and get over to the Vortex at CAA Park. Really cool venue. They already have some stuff announced for next year, and hopefully we'll be back over there doing something. But Kevin was over there trying to live stream, and
we're going to live stream all the shows next year.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
That's awesome.
I know you were trying to work that out. So
Dennis is fine with it. So.
Well, I'm sure he's not fine with 20 natty daddies when you're trying to live stream. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, if you should be harping on anything,
Kevin will just be passed out next to the camera. It's fine.
Is this thing on?
On anything, it's the banana cream butter that I got.
It's the tequila. It's always the tequila.
I think you need to take it easy on that too, my friend.
Yeah. That's why I switched. That's what happened to you. Because I really wanted this one. I should have uploaded this, so when you guys were talking, I could have been like...
I love that. Dude, we're a big feud family over here, man.
Kevin made me send like pictures and like song clips
yeah.
for, and he didn't put any of that together.
Yeah, I know. What happened to the song clips, Kev? We were supposed to listen to those, and then you were like, "No."
He wanted like thumbnail pictures of us.
It was coming down, and it was coming down, and I wanted to do it live on YouTube for everybody to watch. And if we played the clips, what happens? Copyright strike. PHiSH wants their money. Nugs wants their money. Whoever is the content ID owner of PHiSH songs.
Well, they don't own my picture.
Play the odd. That's why
we played like 4 clips. We play like 4 clips, and it's always one of them that gets popped.
Right.
Loser.
So
I know, but still, it's fun to be able to talk over them. I like playing the clips.
Yeah, the clips are fun. That's
that's a great part of Stub Me Down. So head on over and check.
There you go.
Conversation catalog. We have actually hosted both T and Kevin in recent years. So go and check out. Let's see, Kev, you did Las Vegas Grateful Dead 95.
No, you got it back.
No, that was T. Kevin, you did RFK.
RFK.
Yeah. Shows though. Yeah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah. Tim.
Tim did Goose Fish. What did Tim do?
No, he didn't do Goose.
That would be perfect.
Oh my God, that'd be hilarious. He did PHiSH from Dick's, the Short and Rain set.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
From 21, 22. I can't remember what year. Maybe 23. I don't even know. But it's a great episode. All those episodes we did with you guys are great. And
that's so fun.
You're fine.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having us on.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead. Shit. I thought
are you guys still doing Spotify? Because I thought about taking all that jam out from syndicating there, but then I was like, whatever.
Kev,
listens
let me tell you this.
Kev, let me tell you this.
Let me tell you this, Kev. I try not to mix any of that stuff. I know about that, but like we're just out on those platforms. I mean, what they have to
We're
do.
really on Pandora, not specifically Spotify. So like if you search up,
you can
if
find
you search
it.
up Stub Me Down, like on Spotify, like it'll come up, but I think it's a Pandora feed. I don't think it's actually like we just posted to a bunch of things and
yeah, I go into Libsyn.
It's my wife's Spotify account.
I use Libsyn and it just automatically populates to everywhere if I run something through that system.
But the thing is, Kevin, I can't keep up with the regular world and what everybody that's evil is doing, apparently. And I feel like when we have these,
we're thankful for anybody that's listening to us anywhere. So.
Oh, you're listening on Spotify. Wonderful. I love that.
Yeah, I have yet to get a milkshake or a ham sandwich or anything from my shit being on there. So,
well, and I understand it, but you know, I'm just an idiot that happens on a podcast.
All right, we'll leave you with this. Amen. And make sure you check out Stub Me Down. We'll put the links over on YouTube, how to find them. And you guys got a link tree or something, make it easy for people to do that.
Yeah,
or you
just Google Stub Me Down. There's the
link tree. All you got to do is Google it. Yeah, and we're on Instagram. We're on Blue Sky. You can find us super easy.
It's a great thrill for people to scroll down, look in the show notes, and see a link that they can click on. It makes life easy.
I'll text you a link right now, Kevin. Jesus Christ.
Right. Jason says, thank you, Stub Me Down.
We'll see you tomorrow night for Live, 9 Eastern.
Get off my lawn.
What's up, dog?
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.